Good morning, children. All of us would like to express our thoughts in some way. An artistic way of expressing is through poem. This week, let us get to know about some famous Indian poets. Rabindranath Tagore was born on May 7, 1861. He referred to as the Bard of Bengal. Rabindranath Tagore is a towering figure of world literature and the most famous modern Indian poet. He wrote poetry from the age of 8 and published his first major poetry collection at the age of 16. His best known work in poetry was Gitanjali. In the year 1912, Rabindranath Tagore won the Nobel Prize for Literature largely for this book. Among the various achievements of Tagore is composing the national anthems of two nations, India as well as Bangladesh, and providing inspiration for a third, that of Sri Lanka. Sarojini Naidu was born on February 13, 1879. She was known as the Nightingale of India. Sarojini Naidu began her writing career at the age of 13. Her first collection of poems was The Golden Threshold. It was published in 1905. Sarojini Naidu was also a political leader who played a pivotal role during the civil disobedience movement and the Quit India movement led by Mahatma Gandhi. She was the first woman president of the Indian National Congress and also the first woman governor of an Indian state. Kalidas was born on 4th century. He is widely regarded as the greatest Indian writer of all time, though his best known work is Shakuntala. He also wrote at least two epic poems, Raghuvamsha and Kumarasambhavam, and few other minor poems. Kalidas had a great impact on Indian literature and numerous subsequent authors, including Rabindranath Tagore, have been influenced by his works. Kalidas became widely known to Western writers in the 18th century, and since then he also had an impact on Western literature. Kamala Das was born on 31st March 1934. The poetry of Kamala Das is known for its confessional tone, like that of Sylvia Plath. She wrote in English as well as in Malayalam. Kamala Das was one of the leading Indian poets of the 20th century, and she is known as the mother of modern Indian English poetry. Mahadevi Verma was born on 26 March 1907. She was born in a liberal Hindu family, and it was her mother who inspired her to write poems at an early age. As a poet, Mahadevi Verma is regarded as one of the four major poets of Chayavad. She is known as the modern Meera due to her emotional intensity. In 1988, Mahadevi Verma was awarded the Padma Vibhushan, the second highest civilian award in India. She has been called the Grand Dame of Hindi literature, and her poems are widely read in schools as part of curriculum. Mirza Ghalib was born on 27th December 1797. Mirza, popularly known as Ghalib, was an Urdu and Persian poet who remains a towering poetic figure in numerous nations, particularly India and Pakistan. He began writing at an age of 11. He spent his life writing poetry for patrons at the Mughal court. He is most famous for his ghazals and most influential poet of Urdu and Persian ghazals. His poetry is known for the intensity of emotions. Mirza Ghalib is perhaps the most famous Indian poet. Thank you, children.